everybody. My name is Megan Warren, Holistic Practitioner. And today I'm so excited because I'm starting the first video, the kickoff video for a new series called, ready? Should we do a drum roll? Can y'all hear that? Get regulated with me, okay? Get regulated with me. Now, why am I doing this? What the heck does that mean? I'm going to break all that down. Don't you worry. But I first just want to explain why this is so important. So, first off, one of the main things I see when I'm helping people is this constant state of stress. A lot of people are on autopilot. Most of us are on autopilot, and we are stuck in our stress patterns. Most of us are operating from a dysregulated state. And what we want to be operating from majority of our day is a regulated state. And so I think this is a good place just to break down what are the difference, what is a regulation, what's dysregulation, what's the difference between the two. And then we'll jump into our tool. So this video is meant to be short and sweet. It's meant to be a video that you can come back to and use this tool when you feel like you are in a stressed out state. And I'll go more into details with the tool in a second. But first, let's just explain what regulation is for those of you who are unfamiliar with this term. So we have something called an autonomic nervous system. We all have one. If you have a pulse, if you're breathing, you have one. And this is really our secret tool, I think. It's like our secret body system because it's in charge of everything. Like, I'm going to be real with y'all. It's in charge of your hormones, your gut health, your neurological health, everything. And I talk a lot about hormones and gut and neurological health. I talk about it all. Emotional health, everything. The nervous system is the key because when we are regulated, so let me explain what that is. We feel more centered. We feel present in the moment. So how often do you feel present in the moment? Really think about that. You feel safe. Like consciously and unconsciously safe. And what I mean by that is most of us would be like, well, yeah, I'm safe. Like I'm at home, I'm going to work, like I'm not in any danger. Yeah, you're right. However, unconsciously, a lot of us have little stressors, little micro stressors throughout our day, and they ping us like ping, ping, ping. And what happens is we have something called neuroception, where our nervous system gets the signal that there's a threat. There's an external threat in your environment. Maybe it was that email that you got. Maybe it was a bill that was unexpected. Maybe your spouse said something that just didn't land well. Maybe you didn't eat enough that day. Ping, 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 ping. Stress response, stress response, stress response. And so this nervous system that we have is our self-protective mechanism. It is there to protect us. How powerful is that? It's really, really cool if we know how to use it, if we know how to take care of it, and also let it do its job when we are actually in a dangerous situation. So now let me talk about the contrast. Let's talk about dysregulation. And I'm not going to go into a whole lot of detail here. That's not the point of this video, but I do want to just familiarize yourself with what if I'm in a regulated state, this is how I should feel. If I'm in a dysregulated state, this is how I should feel. Or this is how I will be feeling. So dysregulation looks like, I'm sure you've heard of it before, fight, flight response. And this can be more like you are feeling frustrated. You feel anxiety. So you might feel anxious. You might feel like you're annoyed. It's like there's something under the surface that just does not let you settle into this calm state, into the present moment. Something is continuing to pull your energy, pull you, you're distracted. Urgency is a big one here with the fight flight response, and even like burnout. If you're feeling some of that burnout, you could be dysregulated. Same with if you're feeling just totally disconnected, if you feel like you're in a funk, if you feel like you are depressed, shut down, hopeless, that's dysregulation. And you can also have feelings of just like this, both of those states of fight, flight, or in dorsal, where you feel more overwhelmed. You feel like you need to do something, but you're stuck. It's like you're in freeze state. So it's like, oh my gosh, I have all these things to do, but I don't even know where to begin. That's dysregulation. And so again, our goal is to come back to, can I get present? Can I feel calm? Can I feel centered in my body? Can I feel like I'm in flow state? Can I feel like I'm connected to my intuition? This is when also like you might feel like you can be creative. That's how you know that you're in a safe place. You can play. You can get into the visualization of like all that you desire, and it's exciting and it's fun and feeling safe. That's like the main thing. It's like, I'm in trust. I feel content. I feel like I'm in flow. I feel good. You feel really good. It's easy to breathe, like a deep, full breath. You feel good in your body. Yeah, you're connected to your body, really. So those are the differences between the two. And with this tool today, so we're going to do something that's called heart coherence. I'm going to connect you to your heart. This can be a really powerful tool if you feel like you're emotionally not regulated. So maybe you feel more of a heightened emotional response that just doesn't feel too good. This would be a good time to do this tool. If you feel a little more stressed, if you feel like you are in your head a lot and thinking about a lot of things and you want to drop back into your body, this would be a really good tool to use. And this tool is going to be about connecting to our heart. I'm also going to walk you through a breathing exercise. And the best length of time to do this tool is a minimum of 5 minutes. And when you can do that, what we're doing is we're regulating the mental emotional connection. So you'll feel more mentally clear, more emotionally regulated. And we're also tapping into our physiology. So our body, we're changing the composition of our body. And when we can drop into this heart coherence, we can start to regulate, self-regulate our body. And that is when we calm down the stress response and we gain more power in our body that can be used towards fueling the things that we want. So I want you to think about fueling more energy. Now, if you're someone who's like, well, I'm just exhausted, I'm drained, I'm tired, this can be a tool that can help you feel more energized. Because a lot of times what can make us feel so tired and drained is our own internal dialogue. And so you can just pause, stop. Your to-do list will be there when you get back. It's not going anywhere. And just give yourself 5 minutes to connect to your heart, connect to your breath. You're going to feel more energy. You're going to feel clear in your mind. You're going to feel more emotionally stable. And what's going on beneath the surface that you can't see is that digestion improves, hormones improve, because we're not using our energy towards, I'm in this threat situation. I can use all my resources and I can allow my organs to function as they're supposed to function in this present moment. And that is one of the most powerful things that you can do. It's often that we are so unaware that we're giving our power away. that we're giving our energy away. And so, if you come back to this tool and you do this when you are in a state of stress, what you're also doing is you're rewiring your mind. Your neural pathways will start to get the message that this is the state that I want to be in more than this dysregulated state that I'm used to being in. And that's what we want. That's a big part of the work that I do with my one-on-one clients or in my group programs, is helping people rewire their mind and rewire their body. Your body is your subconscious mind. And so if the body is always in a state of stress and you feel tight and you feel tense and you feel the urgency to always be on the go or doing things, or you just completely feel shut off from your body or disconnected, then you're giving your power away. You're giving your energy away. And so, I could go on and on and talking about this. Let's go ahead and get to the tool. And I'll talk more about this on another YouTube video. But I want you to really reflect on that. What have I been giving my power away to? Where have I been giving a lot of my energy to? Where is it going? Everything's connected. And so it's going somewhere if you feel drained, if you feel depleted. So that can be something that you do later. Did not mean to talk about that now, but hey, we are just going with it. Okay, so first off, what I love to do is just bring you to a state of awareness of what level of stress are you operating in right now in this moment. So if you were to rate this on a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being the most stressed, 1 being completely like, ooh, I'm good, I'm zen, I'm good, what would you rate yourself? Okay, and we'll come back to that at the end to see if that number has gone down at all. Okay, so for this exercise, go ahead and find a comfortable position. Maybe you are going to lie down in bed, on the couch. You can do this sitting up, seated, feet placed on the ground. So go ahead, I'll give you a few seconds just to get comfortable, or you can pause the video. And then just roll your shoulders back a couple of times. You can roll out the neck. Just we're connecting to the body, just noticing where you might feel a little tense, a little tight. And then when you're ready, go ahead and close your eyes. And just notice how you're breathing in this moment. I'm not trying to change it, not trying to judge it, just noticing how you're breathing. And then I want to invite you to start to elongate the breath. So you're going to breathe in, maybe for 3 seconds. Let's first try that. So breathe in for 1, 2, 3. And then exhale out for 1, 2, 3. Just keep up that rhythm for a few rounds. Now move to 4 seconds in and 4 seconds out. Now you also want to be breathing in through the nose if it's possible. And then you can breathe out through the nose or the mouth. Completely up to you, whatever feels the most relaxing, the most natural. And now we're going to move to 5 seconds in and 5 seconds out. So breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhaling out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Continue to do that for a few rounds. You're doing great. Now, see which one you like better. We're going to breathe in for 4 seconds and then out for 6. So breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 6 seconds out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now I want you to pick if you like the 5 seconds in, 5 seconds out, or 4 seconds in, 6 seconds out. Pick one of those. With heart coherence, we want to have a 10-second total for the breathing exercise. So you notice the 4-6 or the 5-5, they both equal 10. And I gradually wanted to work you up to that because for some people, it can be harder to breathe in for that long. So just notice if it is kind of hard to breathe in for 5 seconds or even breathing in for 4 seconds, what you can do is you can place 2 hands on your ribs. And then I want you to imagine that your belly and your rib cage expands when you take an inhale. So breathing in and then breathing out. And the belly and the rib cage go in on the exhale. The reason I'm having you do that is because if you are not breathing in from the rib cage, expanding the diaphragm, you're more than likely breathing from the chest, and we just can't breathe in very long if you're only using this part of your body to breathe. Diaphragmatic breathing, breathing in from the diaphragm, is where we want to focus when we are doing really any type of breath work. We want to take a full belly breath, then the chest, and then exhale it all out. Okay? So again, pick whichever one you want, 5 seconds, 4 to 6 seconds, and close your eyes again when you're ready. And we're going to get into the exercise now. So go ahead and find your rhythm. We're breathing in. And breathing out. And I want you to direct your attention at your heart. So just imagine your attention, your breath moves to the heart as you breathe in. And that's where you're going to keep your focus. So something I love to do, continue to breathe. What I love to do is imagine that my breath is going in there. And I'm just kind of curious, seeing what's already there. So notice, does it feel tight? Does it feel tense in your chest and heart area? Does it feel like it's easy to breathe or challenging? Without any judgment, just notice what is there. Does it feel heavy? Does it feel light? Sometimes it can even be helpful to see if there were a color in that area, what color it would be. So maybe you see a color in your mind's eye, and then you direct your attention to your heart. There's no right or wrong color. There's no right or wrong feeling you should feel. It's just all what's true for you in this present moment. And so continuing to breathe in for 5 or 4 seconds and out for 5 or 6 seconds in your rhythm. You might start to notice that the body can settle a little softer when you start to breathe this way. You might start to notice the shoulders move away from your ears. Where you once felt a little tight and tense starts to loosen up. All is welcomed. You're doing great. Keep going. Everything you're feeling is normal. And so if you are feeling some emotions in your heart area, in your chest, just let it come. Emotions are like visitors. They can come and they can go. It's our labeling and what we make it mean that makes the emotion feel uncomfortable. And so if you can just connect to, oh, interesting, this is how I'm feeling. And just be there with it. You might start to notice that you feel a cocktail of different feelings, maybe a cocktail of different sensations that you feel in this space in your heart. And for those of you who are like, okay, I'm over this, I don't want to do this, it's probably because you need it the most. So how can you just be here for just a few more seconds, knowing that you're doing something so good for your mental emotional health, your body, all your body functions. And now for this last part, you're now going to embody an emotion that you want to feel. What do you want to connect with in your heart? Maybe it's joy, maybe it's gratitude, maybe it's trust. Maybe it's just a feeling of all is well. Everything's okay. In this moment, everything's okay. So allow yourself to feel that, directing your attention. You're still focusing in on the heart, but now we're connecting to an emotion that we want to invite in, we want to embody. And just notice how it feels to be in this state. Now, when you're ready, I want you to look at that stress scale again one more time. And notice if your number has shifted. On a scale from 1 to 10, how would you rate the level of stress in this moment? And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. And just notice if your mind feels a little different, if you feel more emotionally regulated, if you feel a little more calm, more regulated. Yeah, so leave me a comment. Let me know if you liked this exercise. I was not planning on talking a lot about the nervous system, but I think this is a good video since it's the first one in the series to explain about the nervous system. So it was meant to happen. And if you have any questions, let me know. You can send me a comment, and I'm happy to respond to them. Again, this is such a good tool to connect to your body when you feel like you're in your head a lot, when you feel stressed, when you feel like you want to be more emotionally regulated. Okay, I hope that you enjoyed this as much as I did, and I will see you on our next video. I plan to do a Get Regulated with Me 1 day a week for the next few weeks, and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, so glad you were here. So glad you took the time, if you're watching to the end, to do something for you today that is supporting your mind, your emotions, and your physical body, your biochemistry in your body, everything. Okay, have a beautiful day. See you soon.